Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, their love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. The word happy would lose its meaning if it were not balanced by sadness. It all depends on how we look at things and not how they are in themselves. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. The pendulum of the mind alternates between sense and nonsense, not between right and wrong. The healthy man does not torture others. Generally, it is the tortured who turn into torturers. Children are educated by what they grow up is and not by his talk. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. Often the hands will solve a mystery that the intellect has struggled with in vain. The greatest and the most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. There is no coming to consciousness without pain. If there is anything that we wish to change in the child, we should first examine it and see whether it is not something that could better be changed in ourselves. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatness of things without it. Show me a sane man, and I will cure him for you. When an inner situation is not made conscious, it appears outside as fate. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. We should not pretend to understand the world only by the intellect. The judgment of the intellect is only part of the truth. If one does not understand a person, one tends to regard him as a fool. There is no birth of consciousness without pain. Neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. Man's task is to become conscious of the contents that press upward from the unconscious. Masses are always breeding grounds of psychic epidemics. The depth we owe to the play of imagination is incalculable. Shrinking away from death is something unhealthy. an abnormal which robs the second half of life of its purpose. Follow that will and that way which experience conforms to your own. A particularly beautiful woman is a source of terror. As a rule, a beautiful woman is a terrible disappointment. Subscribe our channel for more success and motivational videos. Thank you.